What's up, guys? It's your boy Nathan. About to have kickoff. We go. We have kickoff. And Watchalong. We're back at it. Thomas Frank, possible one day United manager. Antoine Semenyo, Brian Mbeumo. FPL is going to be fun today. I want a 3-3 with two hat tricks. Yeah. You and everyone else that plays this FPL. You know what I want? I want a 3-0 Mbeumo hat trick. Flecken clean sheet. We'll be cooking with gas. The beginning of this. What is this? The dark secret behind this insane $2 million anti-aging routine. You're crazy. $2 million so you can just pretend you're not old anymore. Fucking hell. These people. How bored are people these days, man? 2 million, bro. As Jim Ross used to say, this is gonna be a barn burner. Maybe. Maybe. I made no transfers this week. I hope Palmer starts. I made two. And I think I'm already going to regret it, funny enough. What's up? The band moves are coming back, bro. I told you. Remember what I told you, Aditya? I told you AEW is doing proper hardcore matches. They're doing moves that WWE don't do. Remember, I told you this months ago, dude. Months ago. Dude, people think that they are not in competition. I'm not saying they're in competition, dude, but they are aware that AEW is having good matches, and they are aware that certain things fans want to still see. I'm telling you, I told you this months ago, dude. Months ago. Bro, every second match, you'll see someone doing a pile driver, dude. A different variation, if not the same one. Bro, it's all about making the move sellable and having the right people do it. Right? The reason the pile driver got banned is because people got sloppy with it. That's the truth. They've all edged up on roids and shit, and they got really sloppy and they got really aggro, and that's why you had a bunch of botched pile drivers. Yeah, that's the reason. WWE gone all woke. I don't know. In fact, we're talking about how it's moving the other way, Landon. Funny enough. Funny enough. Well, Landon, what's happening with Portsmouth? Are they playing today? What is in munch? What did I eat? I ate a paneer masala today. Shot. Ooh. Bournemouth already trying their luck here. You have to be careful with Brentford in the first 10 minutes. Bro, what am I going to do next season when Mbuemo finally leaves Brentford? I'm going to be sad. So you're saying they did it right with Owens and Orton, but I get it. But Orton, I have questions. My questions why? It's the whole build up now of Triple H saying he's trying to end your career. I'm protecting him from you. This, that, and the other. This is basically a roundabout arc to get him to have a match with Cody. No out and out contender, right? Damian Priest is on Raw. Um, I'm not saying they did it right or not. I'm just saying that they are acutely aware that these banned moves nonsense excuses getting old, because out and out every week the whatever you want to call it, yeah, the B company, the rival company, whatever, they are doing it every second week. They are doing a pile driver. Nobody's getting hurt and injured. Yeah. It's the thing is, back then people were sloppy. That's it. It's as simple as that. People were very sloppy. People were all roided up. Um, and I think with more careful, how do you call it? Application. It can be quite an effective tool in a match and in terms of people watching it. Did you hear the pop when they saw the pile drive? People couldn't believe it, dude. You hear that pop? That pop was crazy. Just for the move, the pop was crazy. Um, Another thing they don't do, which you'll see a lot in AEW, I don't know if you have seen it, but you'll see people do a brain buster, which is a very delayed vertical suplex that uh, kind of bends over at the very end of the move. You won't see anyone do a brain buster in WWE either. Because people do not know how to, not people used to not know how to use it properly, and they were very sloppy. Free kick for Bournemouth gets completely blocked. Kirkes, Cook. Oh, they're getting pushed back. You saw videos of Harris voters post elections. Yeah, bro, that's embarrassing. I tell you what, dude. These millennial liberal people, they're so soft, man. They would never make it in India, bro. I'm telling you. These people would never make it in India, dude. I mean, I don't know why people thought she had a chance, dude. I knew from the very beginning she had no chance. No chance. Some electoral polls, bro. Polls. Who's voting in the polls, dude? Who? How do you know? How do you know who's voting in the polls? This is the thing. They're like, oh, she was up on the polls. I'm like, what polls, dude? Who's voting on them? Who's wanting to vote on these polls? It's absurd. That's like, having a survey about something you don't care about, and but five people care about it, and they vote, and then you're like, yeah, this one on the polls. I'm like, who cares? You're talking about a popularity contest. When it's time for the actual vote is what matters. Bournemouth go wide there. I think Flecken got a hand to it actually. Maybe not. The rock bottom, the teams who finish second or third in the leagues are doing better. Still time, dude. Still time. Still time. Plenty of time. Semenyo's taking the throw in. Interesting. Hello, Biku. Damn, Mbappe looks so lost in the Real Madrid. Bro, I call, you know what? You know what's the sad part of having a small channel, Biku? Whatever you called in advance, right? There's not enough people to actually hear you and believe you. So when you go on someone else's channel and tell them, I didn't think it would happen, people think you're just jumping on a bandwagon. I've said it again and again, and I'll say it one more time. Real Madrid suffer from something we call an embarrassment of riches, and that is an embarrassment of riches and talent. When you have too many players and everyone wants to be shoehorned into the team gets affected by it. And no matter how much evidence there is, people will pretend like it doesn't exist. You're trying to shoehorn players because you've got too many good ones. It's a very first world problem to have. It's a very elitist problem to have, but it's still a problem because it's looking like it's a problem. At the end of the day, Real Madrid are going to have to move on some of their midfielders and attackers to fit in everybody. That's just, if you want a perfect blend, they're actually going to have to lose a couple of players. And mark my words, when Real Madrid lose a couple of players, quote unquote sell or whatever word you'd like to use, you'll automatically see them play better. Jude Bellingham played in a position he never played at all in anywhere until Madrid because they didn't want to play who I thought was a very good striker in Hoselu for all the games. Fair enough. Semenyo, oh, that was close there by Semenyo. Good save by Flecken. They didn't want to play Hoselu all the games. Now, if you go back and look at the league table, you'll see a bunch of Bellingham and Hoselu goals because Bellingham and Hoselu in many games fish them out. In many games, you'll see like a Hoselu 80-minute goal. He came on at 65 minutes. Things like that. Tight matches. So Bellingham got a bunch of goals. Probably his highest scoring season of his career. He played in a position he didn't really play in Dortmund or in Birmingham City. Uh, and that is to make do with the fact that Real Madrid's midfield is packed. As Aditya likes to say, if you have a problem, buy more midfielders. The problem here is that now Jude Bellingham cannot play in not cannot but should not play in that position he played a lot of in the last season, which means everyone else has to get moved around. And I always thought Mbappe was good on the wing, but they bought Neymar, so they put him up front. They bought Messi, so he couldn't go on the other side. So he kept playing up in front. And again, another thing I've said on this channel, and Aditya can corroborate, and Vedant and whoever else has heard me say it. I've always said Mbappe's finishing is shit. And if I had to pick a Haaland or Mbappe to play a striker, I always said Haaland. I said it up front because I said Haaland's extremely one-dimensional, and in that one dimension, it's finishing. And he's the best player on the planet, bar none. And I mean absolutely nobody when it comes to finishing. Granted, he's in a bit of a slow state today, but I'd still take Haaland over Mbappe. I don't think Mbappe's finishing is as good as the people think they are. Also, I think he's more effective on the wing because of his pace. And I also made a very controversial statement which said, if Mbappe loses his pace, he's screwed. So time will tell. Time will absolutely tell what's going to happen with Real Madrid. But in my opinion, Real Madrid's going to have to sell a few players and have a much more streamlined team, because having all these people, too many players and too many really good players in the same positions, it's not working out. It's not working. I shouldn't say it's not working out. It's not optimum. Let me put it that way. It's not optimum. Shouldn't say it's not working. Real Madrid's getting wins no matter what. Mbappe playing or not, which by the way, the first thing I said overall of all these Mbappe related things were Real Madrid don't need Kylian Mbappe. That is the first thing I said. Very first thing I said when it comes to Mbappe and Real Madrid. They don't need him. Surely going to get the punt now. You know what? We should technically get back, Aditya. We should get the curb stomp back. Yeah. And Aditya, have you noticed something? You've noticed they don't do the pedigree like they used to. Like if you see a pedigree in the early 2000s, and you see how Seth Rollins does the pedigree, have you noticed it's not the same? It doesn't look as impactful. Just go back, watch a couple of these pedigree compilations if there are any, and just notice how people do the pedigree now. Not great. Ooh, that's a lovely pass back there. Oh, Bournemouth's cooking Brentford. I'm not gonna lie. Oh! Ooh! How did he miss that? How did Senesi miss that? Oh my god. Flecken didn't even see him coming. Oh, that's mad. That was absolutely wonderful gameplay by Bournemouth. My God, I wish my team played like this. What a cross, by the way. Oh, oh, he completely fluffed it. Like he completely fluffed. I don't know. Oh, he tried to do the outside of the boot shot. Why? 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 Oh my God! It was right on his right foot. Yeah. How stupid is this? How stupid is this? Seriously, man. Enough with this. Enough with the. Oh, that's really that could bite Bournemouth on the ass. I'm not going to lie. That is so unnecessary. That kind of finish from that point, so close by, so unnecessary. They better pray they win because that guy's going to get cooked. Senesi is going to get absolute cooked. Oh, I'm on the break blocked. Football, he needs time, bro. I don't know how much more time he's gonna need, bro. He's not exactly 19 years old anymore. I don't know what Ancelotti is thinking. I think when it comes to Mbappe, I don't think Ancelotti had much of a say in it. To be fair, don't know, man. He needs a number 9, not a left winger. Exactly. See, dude, all this shit could pass off in the French league. No offense. Actually, I don't really care. Offense. If anyone who watches the French league is watching it, oh no, oh my God, Evan Nielsen with a very similar Bruno Fernandes breakthrough from a back pass. Fake the goalkeeper. Actually, fake shot twice. That was a little weird. He was having too much fun with it at the end there. Oh no. Poor kid. He's going to get cooked by his play. Well, Senesi just got saved, not going to lie. Kirke has won the ball back beautifully there. Is that a Semenyo assist? No, it's not a Semenyo. Sorry, it's not. It's this Van der Berg guy. It's the Liverpool guy. Oh, Biku's not going to enjoy that. He faked twice. The second time he didn't need to fake at all. He just faked. What was that pass? Like, where was he looking for that pass? Look at that. Another. Evan Nielsen with the goal. Well, Senesi can breathe very easily, at least until Brentford score. Probably the easiest goal of the week. Vandenberg. Unlucky. That's another Liverpool player that plays for Brentford. I don't know if it's permanent or not, though. I think last year he went to the Bundesliga, if I'm not wrong. Visa? Ooh, are they going to cook straight away? Ooh, hold on a minute. There could be a penalty check. Now I'm desperate. Flecken's clean sheet's gone. I just realized that too. Damn it, man. Oh, that's annoying. Now what's really going to be annoying is if Henderson has a clean sheet. Are they going to check or not? What's happening here? Oh, the ball's got to go out of bounds, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Too much dancing around there by Flecken. I don't know if they're going to check or not. Mbappe and Vinny need to be rotated. Only solution now. Couldn't agree with you more. They don't have a striker. And I don't know if Jude should play striker when the wingers are that pacey. Militao injured, might have an ACL. Rodrigo injured. Raul Asensio comes in, gives an assist to Bellingham, being a centre back. That too beautiful assist. And when he got a second hat trick. No, I said it. I said it 1.5 months ago. Vinicius Junior is a better player than Mbappe. Bro, everyone's going Mbappe, Haaland, Mbappe, Haaland. I don't know what everyone's watching, bro. It's clearly Vinicius Junior. I have to. I admitted it to. I admitted it to Giant. I'm like, I think I don't only think Vinicius Junior is not a one player wonder, which is what I told Giant on his channel. I told him after 1 year we'll talk. And if he does it a second season, we'll talk. I'll come on your channel and apologize. And I apologized when I went on his channel recently. And then I said I'll top that off by saying Vinicius Junior is a better player than Mbappe. So it's actually there on record. So, oh, Trivella crossed by Mbeumo. Oh my God, Mbeumo just got me excited. Pause. Not falling for any of the. What is that? What is this Vandenberg guy doing, man? Hey, wake up, Vandenberg. Enough now. Okay, you made one mistake. Now wake up, dude. Don't make more mistakes. Oh, what is it with everyone doing Trivellas, dude? This has become like a new thing now in the Premier League. Everyone's trying to do Trivellas, dude. That guy Senesi tried to do a Trivella 5 yards in front of the goal. Oh, shambolic. At least this cross was a good attempt. Okay, they're playing beach volleyball. Oof, this game actually is going to be feisty. Landon might be on to something here. He'll screw his dream if you don't fit in Real. I'll tell you one thing right now. You can take this for free, Biko. I don't agree with that sentence at all. Man doesn't sign a 270 million signing on bonus and call it screwed up his life, dude. This man got paid. If anything, he'll screw Real Madrid's life by not performing. I think it's the absolute opposite way. Bro, I've never heard of a free agent getting a 270 million signing on bonus. A free agent, dude. Not someone re-signing his contract. This I've heard many times, like in the MLB, NHL. You get like millions for re-signing, or free agent signing. This is unprecedented in football. Damsgaard shoots. Oh, Janelt. This game's about to get fun. Though this Evan Nielsen is a good striker. He is a good striker, but he's not got a lot of goals right now. You'll have to give him at least a season. Where do these Bournemouth and Leicester and Brentford get all their players from, bro? They're very frustrating to watch when you know what the hell we recruit, man. It's extremely frustrating. You know what my dream signing would be? Is we let Ericsson go, we sell him with 1 year left on his contract, and we get the man, the myth, the Brentford legend, Matthias Jensen. Oh boy. I have to put his name on a t-shirt, dude. You know, like Carmelo Hayes. That would be great fun for me. I'd be like, yeah, I told you. Matthias Jensen, you're a Red Devil now. Welcome. No G-Shock Community Stadium for you. Are you doing the Liverpool game tonight? Possibly, Landon. It's pretty late at year. I don't want to give a commitment. If I'm being very honest, it's like 1:30 a.m. here. Bro, refresh, you're way behind. Am I? It's just a fun one anyway. Hello. They all want the playstyle plus plus in FC25. Oh, if you know, you know. That's a good one. Ooh, Abhijit, I'll tell you something right now. I sent, when Dhruv comes, I don't know if Dhruv will join us today, but I sent Dhruv a message on it today on FC25. I went from my worst finish in FC25 to my best finish in 1 week. I made no changes to the team or the formation. All I got was the loan Mbappe, and I got a loan Bonmati, but I didn't use them much. I got a loan Mbappe only, okay? That's the only thing I got. I went from having my worst finish, that was 3 wins, to having my best finish, that was 7 wins. So I finished 7 and 8, which is not great, by the way. I don't pretend to be some fantastic FIFA player. I did finish division rivals last 2 years in elite. I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to finish. I finished last season in Division 2. I don't think I'm going to finish this season in Division 2. The season's way too short this time. So I'm currently in Division 4. So I don't pretend to be any good player or anything. But 3 wins and 7 wins is a massive difference when you've only bought one new player. And what I told Dhruv was, what I told Dhruv on Twitter was, the overpowered players are so overpowered in FC that I added one player, and I got 4 wins extra. Just one player. Due to so many injuries, Raul Asensio got his debut. Well, you know what, dude? It's about time Real Madrid gets some youth players on the pitch, dude. You know, otherwise we'll have Giant telling me they have Daniel Carvajal as the youth player still, and I'm like, bro, you know, you really don't churn out any youth players for your team. It's about time, dude. It's about time. You can't run away from it forever, dude. What is it? Is it? It's Vasquez. Is Vasquez a youth player? Or is that Vasquez and Carvajal both playing right back? Is there anyone else who's a youth player? No, I don't believe so. Both the youth academy players that are senior players play at right back. It's about time, dude. It's about time. I mean, look at. Can I commend Barcelona for a second now? Barcelona stopped with the lever crap and started going back to La Masia, and they're playing better. I don't even know why they did all that lever crap, dude. Seriously, they're automatically playing better with just the youth academy players. Must really keep an eye on that. Mikel Damsgaard hairline is cooked. Sorry. Don't be sorry, dude. It was cooked 2 years ago when we first saw him at the Euros. What was it? 3 years ago now. It was cooked back then. I couldn't believe he was 20 years old. I'm like, bro, the Viking genes are not in your favor, my friend. And here we have Matthias Jensen with his wonderful head of hair. Same country, dude. Bad genes. What can you say? In Norgard has like a full head of hair, dude. He's got the Ericsson look, unfortunately, Damsgaard. Ooh, Visa! There he goes. No more a super sub, dude. No more a super sub. No more a super sub. Main character vibes, dude. Kepa, just go back to your goal. Shut up and go back to your goal. Bloody donkey. Go back. Slick back donkey. Here we go. From side piece to main chick vibes, dude. Visa. What a throw in from Jensen, dude. Wait, who was that was a Bournemouth player who headed it to him, didn't it? Oh crap. You know what? That possibly could be a foul. Let's have a look at that again. Don't know about that. Good finishing there by Visa. Wolves scored too. No, Alvaro Fernandez cooking signing him in January. Try to pursue Davies. Choose us over Madrid in the summer. Also sell both Shaw and Malasia. Shaw we can't sell, dude. He's 2 years into a 4-year contract. Malasia we got for 10. We should be able to sell him. Bro, the Alvaro Fernandez thing. There are three things I will refuse to talk about anymore. The David De Gea one, the Alvaro Fernandez one, and the Facundo Pellistri one. I spoke enough at length for months and months and months, bro. When we sent Alvaro Fernandez on the initial loan, when Shaw and Malasia were both injured on deadline day and got Sergio Reguilon, I didn't understand. I was we sat here at an ungodly time in the morning watching Manchester United play games in America, and I told everyone who would listen to me that Alvaro Fernandez is good, right? And now, 2.5 years later, we have to hear journalists tell us what people who have eyes and common sense already knew, which is he's no worse than Tyrell Malasia, and we shouldn't have sold him. That's it. It's not even a Shaw thing. The person who was backup to Shaw, I don't think he's much better. I don't think that guy's much better than Alvaro Fernandez either. Let's see what happens, man. I'll be very disappointed if Amorim doesn't buy him though back whenever we can. I would be disappointed in that, Pratham. Who all use pedigree nowadays? And what is Kevin Owens? He used to use a pedigree now stunner. Unpopular opinion of pop-up power was better for him. It's not an unpopular opinion. It was definitely better for him. I don't know what these people try to do, dude. Sometimes I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't think that's unpopular at all. Who all use the it's not about that, dude. I'm just saying. Remember when Seth Rollins was the architect, architect era? He kept using it. I'm like, if you just watch him use it from what how Triple H used to use it back in the day, or even when Cody Rhodes used to do it as like a taunt to Triple H in AEW. Yes, I think you didn't watch. You used to not watch AEW at all, right, Aditya? Yes, he used to use the pedigree to taunt him. or send some kind of message. What for whatever reason he used to use the pedigree. Even Cody Rhodes' pedigree from AEW was better than the pedigree he does now, or whenever he last did it. The sell job unfortunately is not good in with a lot of these wrestlers. We saw my FPL. By the way, Lunan got an assist. Another proclamation I made years ago. President of the Lunanin fan club. I love the new SmackDown Women's Champion who's friends with Bianca. Ooh, she also came from AEW. Jade Cargill. She's an absolute specimen who's extremely beautiful and extremely strong, but botches a lot. As I told Aditya a while back, she has a botch in her. Unfortunately, she's very new to wrestling. That's one of the that's one of the poached talent that WWE actually took from AEW. This game's getting super feisty. No one does the pedigree better than her. No one, dude. But believe me when I tell you, it looks so different. It looks like they're not even trying. Basically, it looks more like a sell, no, than an actual move, if that makes sense. They just jump really high. Like they just jump really high. It's a nothing move. They all made it like into a nothing move. And you know what? You know what I would do if I was a WWE wrestler right now? There is one move that I haven't seen done since Triple H has done it. I've never seen one person do it since. And that is the move I would use now if I was being pushed by Hunter. It's not a finishing move, but it's a signature move. And I haven't seen anyone do it still up till now. Or if they've done it, they don't do it the same version of it at least. And that's what I would borrow from Hunter. And I would be like, you know what, now this is mine, but thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the move. That's what I would do. Yo, Brentford, don't get too gassed now, Brentford. Come on, dude. Frankomania is running wild today, dude. Uh, uh, Ooh, where did Visa come from, dude? Visa was in the midfield. Oh, look at that. Yellow. Yes. Like I said, from superstar to main card vibes, dude. Wait, what's happened here? Senesi's having a bad day today. Yeah, how is that not a foul, dude? You didn't touch anything. Like, okay. Jog on, bud. Jog on. My name is Nathan Zwell. Also, I support Manu, but I've always wanted Brentford to do well, and they're the closest stadium team. Hopefully, they win today. Flying Holucha. Why does Holucha sound like a name I'm aware of? Isn't Holucha like a Pokemon or something? What is a Holucha? I'm trying to think now. It's my favorite move, the double A spine buster. No, it's not. It's not. Give you one more guess. You're getting close though. I think he uses that in the build up as well. Hello, Abhishek. It's been a while. What's going on? Oh, Holucha is a Pokemon, right? Ah, yes. Unite. I support Man U, but I've always wanted Brentford to well the closest stadium to me. Isn't correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Brentford like isn't like the Brentford Stadium like in the suburbs of London somewhere, on the outskirts of London? Or Lucha fighting and flying type. Well, the Lucha part makes sense. The Hawk, I assume is Hawk. I don't remember what it looks like. Quite back and forth, this dribbling of the ball. That's correct. Near Hounslow. Hounslow. Hounslow Borough. Like a Lay Mysterio. Is it the thing where he hits the opponent's face with the knee? It is. It is. That's the move I take, dude. I haven't seen anyone use it in forever. That running kind of like sideways knee. There you go. Antoine Semenyo shoots, blocked. Loaded up, blocked again. I think Hall Lucha was inspired by Mexican wrestling exactly because of Lucha Libre, right? Oh, yo, this Vandenberg from Brentford is looking shaky as hell, and that's Senesi from Bournemouth looking shaky as hell. Yo, look, Visa's being such a pest, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Absolute pest. Bro, there were four of them there at the back, and Visa still won the ball. That's mad, you know. Four of them standing at the back, then he still somehow won the ball. Does spear really painful? Who knows, dude? It really depends, right? It really depends. It looks like it. Christmas coming. Expect a pumpkin treat from your side, Nate. Bro, we don't. Oh well, honestly, if I'm being honest with you, I don't have time to celebrate Christmas every year because we do a decoration business. You know how we celebrate Christmas? We sleep till the afternoon. It's sad, but it's our business, so we don't really. Not much you can do about it, unfortunately. Also, a plum cake is more English thing, dude. We kind of like have go in sweets here. But I understand what you're saying. The OG moves are so good. Either new guys can't sell the new moves. I don't know. It is, dude. They can't sell the new moves. Some can't sell the new moves. Some aren't. Um, some moves they just don't want. I don't think they just for whatever reason. I don't think they want people to do some of the old moves. I don't know if it's nostalgia based. I don't know whatever the reason is. They just don't want them to do it though. Like I said, right? When's the last time you've seen a brain buster? Google, YouTube, what a brain buster is, and tell me when's the last time you've seen someone do a proper brain buster in WWE, a proper one, not some fake bloody no cell kind of brain buster, like a proper delayed brain buster. Tell me the last time you've seen one. Bro, I don't know what's it with them, dude. Like, I just don't get it. Like, it's enough now, man. Like, just go back to the old days. It's enough now. We get it. You have a share price, you're worth billions. Cool. Let's move. Let's jog on and get back to what made you all that money. I hope my prediction is right, though, Aditya. I hope once they go to Netflix, they become less. I don't want to say PG, but I don't want to say woke or PG, but I hope they just take more chances, man. Corner for Brentford. That's what I hope. I hope they start becoming a little more racy, a little more daring. I don't want them to just waste time. Bemo the cross. Woo! Wow, so many went flying, dude. So many went flying. Didn't touch it, huh? Interesting. Visa to score again. I would really prefer him Bemo did, but let's see. Yo, look at Semenyo flying up. Oh, he didn't touch it. My closest friend was a Malu Christian. He always treats me with a pumpkin. I guess it's more oriented in that area. Plum was very common in Georgia as well. Interesting. Curb stop, pile driver, bay and Buster. Yeah, they don't do any. Well, the curb stomp, I believe someone got a concussion with in WWE. I don't remember who it was. That's why they banned it though. We want Santa Nathan, dude. Nathan's napping on Christmas Day, dude. Hello, Danish. Even the choke slam doesn't. Bro, I'm telling you, they can't sell, man. Dude, I'll tell you, just go back. If you really remember everything, no, everything opens up in a way you never think about it, but it opens up many years later. You remember how I told you, Aditya, that the Japanese wrestlers are much more technical in their execution of the moves. The reason I know that is because I watch a lot of New Japan guys wrestle in AEW. Not because I watch New Japan. I don't know where I could watch New Japan from even if I wanted to. Right? So I see it because I see them come. I see them come to AEW. I see even the women, by the way, even the New Japan or the Stardom or the Shimmer, whatever the female promotions are in Japan, they also come, and I can make out. While the women are much smaller, right? Because Japanese people tend to be much smaller. They're so much more technically proficient. Like look at Julia. Look at Julia in the few matches she had. Look how technically proficient she looks um, compared to the women that are currently wrestling. Julia, if I'm not mistaken, she's wrestled maybe 4 5 years now. She's not just 10 15 years. A lot of Japanese wrestlers start like when they're like 14 15 years old. If I'm not mistaken, Julia started much later. Let me just have a look. No, what is she? She is 30 years old and she started wrestling 7 years ago on 29th October. So she started at 23, dude. In Japan, wrestling, people start like at 14, 15. They are in wrestling dojos. She started so late, but look how technically proficient she is already at 7 years pro. The Japanese people are, dude, like most things in Japan, most things, they're so oriented on execution and trying to be perfect at everything, dude. They're so focused on performing excellently everything they do. I was watching a YouTube video that day where people were tasting different kinds of sushi. Bro, I'm not even making a joke. Okay, they have street vendors in random markets in a random city in Japan that have Michelin star level sushi. Bro, I'm telling you, Michelin star level sushi. Roadside stores, dude. Roadside. There's no security. There's no AC. There's no nothing. You come in, you eat, and you buzz off. And they have Michelin stars recommended by the Michelin guide. They have restaurants like that. So you can imagine. You can imagine the level of perfection they try to strive for no matter what. To be fair, they bought the punt back during the pandemic. If you remember, once the pandemic was over, I remember him using it against Edge, in that crazy, brutal, hardcore match. Bro, the pandemic era was so they had to focus on performing so much because there was no crowd, right? They had to make sure execution was on point during the pandemic because there's no crowd. You couldn't like fool people with smoke and mirrors. That hardcore match that Edge and Randy Orton had was epic, dude. Hello, Nathan Maga. Bro, I told you he's gonna win, Matthew. I told you months ago he's gonna win. Nathan, guess the best move in WWE. I had a move instantly in mind, but I can't actually say that on a live platform, so I'm just going to leave that. Uh, oh God, Terrible. Best move in WWE. Wait, when you ask me that question, you mean current, right? I'm going to answer that from current people. Ooh, that reminds me, Matthew. Um as a fellow TNA fan, I'm sure you're very thrilled that the Motor City Machine Guns have signed to WWE. I know how much you're a big fan of TNA you are. Aditya is finally getting introduced to the Motor City Machine Guns. I was explaining to him how Chris Sabin was a fantastic cruiserweight wrestler, or what they used to call the X Division, and they were very accomplished as a tag team and single wrestlers. But their fluidity as a tag team was the best. I was giving Aditya the whole spiel the other day, explaining to him what I know about the Motor City Machine Guns. Best move in WWE. Currently, I think the best move in WWE would be. God, I think you have depressed me, Vedant. I think all this description about how the moves don't look good now have disrupted my ability to tell which move is a nice one or not. There's a boring answer. I think Braun Breaker's high speed spear is uh, is a good finishing move. I think Ilya Dragunov's Constantine move is a good one. Even. My God, have the moves become that boring that I can't even remember them? Either my beer would look like Ron DeSantis. Forget everything. You and I were right above Mbappe to Real Madrid. We already discussed that at Danish, but yes. Halftime. Did you ever have sushi? If yes, how is it, bro? Listen, whatever meat I eat, I liked it cooked, and I'm not a big fan of fish. So the answer is no. I've had veg. It's not sushi. Wait, is it called sushi? Yeah, I've had vegetable sushi. I've not had meat sushi. It's all right, man. It's all right. It depends. It depends on It depends on if you like the vegetable or not. But what happens is vegetable sushi, especially the cold ones, it's a very interesting texture because you don't normally eat food cold. Maybe that's not the right way to say it. But it is true though. You don't normally eat the food cold. So that was very interesting. I had to get used to it. The seaweed is interesting. The what they roll sushi in. The seaweed is an interesting texture. It's quite crispy. It's all right, man. It's all right. I mean, I don't know if you've ever eaten raw fish. I don't know if you ever want to try raw fish, but I think I would recommend people eating raw fish instead of vegetable sushi, just because, like, you already know what vegetables taste like, man. The only time I'd recommend you to have vegetable sushi is if the vegetables in the sushi is something you've never tried before. Otherwise, I think meat's the better way to go, honestly. All time, all time favorite WWE move would be. Oh, oh, I have a niche one and I have a common one. I'll tell you that my common one was the sharpshooter. Oh, I was a big Bret Hart guy. The sharpshooter. Oh yes, the sharpshooter, the flying headbutt by Chris Benoit. Um, the rings of Saturn. Oh, bro, I'm telling you. The Rings of Saturn looked so cool. So cool by Perry Saturn. Oh boy. Rings of Saturn, Sharpshooter, Tequila Sunrise by Conan. Oh my god, basically telling you how old I am by telling you all this information. Tequila Sunrise by Conan. Yeah, Tequila Sunrise by Conan. Sharpshooter by Bret Hart. Rings of Saturn by Perry Saturn. And Flying Headbutt by Chris Benoit. Oh, that's a list. That's a list right there. Randy Orton and Stephanie. Oh, Vedant. Shawn Michaels super kick. That's a good one. I'm loving the men down and laughing at all the tears of the liberal. It's not just the women though, isn't it? It's just kind of overall sad. Who do you think did the spear best? I think Goldberg did the spear best. Too. I think the aura behind the spear was max when Goldberg did it. Also think Goldberg 250 pounds just off the NFL, fully jacked, max aura, undefeated streak. You know, he used to do madness like a back handstand into a running spear. I don't know if you've ever seen that highlight where he kind of does like a back handstand. He kind of does a back standing backflip and then runs into the spear. Hi Manaj, how are you? Even Indian leftists are crying. But who cares about Indian leftists? Well, it doesn't affect them, does it? They're just crying because they want to join the bandwagon. What does it? How does it affect them, dude? Unless they're moving to America permanently, who cares what they think? Best movie executed was Edge's spear from one ladder. No, I think he means. I think what he's trying to say is like not like a one-time thing, Danish, but that was a good move. That's true. That was a great one-time event. Oh, do you remember the Swanton Bomb by Jeff Hardy on the outside onto the tables by that super huge ladder? That was a crazy one. That ladder was so high. That ladder was so high. Fulham winning? Wow. Flying Holucha basically doesn't like any of the the London teams. I was laughing at the TikTokers leftists. How can you make these stupid kind of videos? I mean, I can understand I can understand what they're doing. I don't know why they want it on video, but I can understand them actually like crying about it that their team lost. I mean, people cry when your football team loses, dude. Can you imagine? You are like Stunner. Stunner was a good move. They're crying as if he'll end their country and something. Fair plus, how can abortion be the main topic for a common human anyway? Might need to see your Aadhaar card for age revelation. It was available. Remember, you asked me this, Aditya. I think your uncle told you, right? We used to get TNT after, like in the night time from Cartoon Network because they were both. It was a Ted Turner. Both things were Ted Turner. So in the night time, Cartoon Network would switch to TNT, which is what WCW used to be on. And on the weekends, we used to see WCW not live, but even WWE wasn't live back then. So Rhino with the gore. Ooh, that's a good shot. Prime Rhino, not the one we saw 3 days ago, right? Bro, a Rhino is getting wider and wider and wider and wider. But the funny thing is, his legs still look like they're jacked. He's just getting wider and wider, but his legs still look like they're prime Rhino legs. How is all empty wrestling doing nowadays? They're doing fantastically well, and I was explaining to Aditya how that is, dude. You didn't answer my question on the Motor City Machine Guns, Matthew, or did you not see the debut? I was absolutely shocked. Hardy Boys was Christian Edge, Dudley Boys was the best match. Oh yeah, hands down, that was the best TLC match to date. It doesn't matter if the athletes have gotten better. The The TLC match itself has quality hasn't improved since then. I mean, there's not been a better one since that. Also, another fun one, if you're talking about vintage, remember that Money in the Bank match when it used to be in WrestleMania? Shelton Benjamin, Rob Van Dam, all that. Oh, they should put Money on the Bank back in WrestleMania, man. I don't know why they made it their own pay per view. It is so a WrestleMania match, dude. So a WrestleMania match. You can get the best of the best who don't have any other like storylines and just have such a cool match with them. Such a wasted opportunity. Making it a pay-per-view didn't make sense. Yeah, okay, now there are two ladder matches instead of one, but still you could have easily still done that at WrestleMania. Now that there are two nights. It's an absolute waste of opportunity to take it off. Not that I'm just sick of being 13th. Fulham go above United still. Yeah, I mean, temporarily, but I hear you. Not very helpful if I have to eat raw fish. I mean, you don't have to eat raw fish, dude. You can eat the vegetable one. But the thing is, sushi in its origin form is supposed to be raw fish, and I don't eat fish. So I would never order like original versions of sushi because I don't eat fish. I can tell you the veg ones are nice. You put a little soy sauce on it, they give you some soy sauce, they give you some wasabi. It's nice. It's nice. I struggle a little bit because I can't eat with chopsticks. So I feel uncomfortable, but I give it a try. You know, if you don't try, you'll never do it. So I give it a try. Yeah. You can try a vegetable one, man. You don't have to eat the fish one. If you know what you should do, Aditya. I would suggest you go with someone who has eaten sushi and try something off of their plate first. That's what I would recommend. By the way, Team India will not go to Bikaristan to play Champions Trophy. Vedant, it. You know what's the sad part about it? The sad part about it is it does not help anything. Does not help anything. If we show that we can go there, no, it just makes us actually look a lot better than not going there. I don't want to get into politics, but if you really think about it, Vedant, if we show up there and we ball out, which I don't think we will, but let's assume we ball out, we look so good. Bro, Pakistan came to India to play the World Cup. This doesn't make us look good. Just my opinion, dude. I don't, as you know, I've I don't have strong ties with cricket anymore after Tendulkar left. So for me, it's like whatever everyone is doing, good for them. But it doesn't make us look good that we are not going because they came here. So there is no high road, unfortunately. Remember TNT after 9 p.m.? Yes, Shanks. You get it. Star Sports ESPN used to show those WWE. Yes, that's where we used to see WWE back in the. That's right. Everything has changed drastically. Many more sports channels now. And sports came in 2002 and FIFA World Cup in India and WWE came. Yep. They won the rights then, right? Because then even Star Sports, no, ESPN I merged into Star Sports, I think, in India, right? Something like that. And then 10 Sports won the bid for WWE. And then, well, it's been 20 something years they have been showing WWE now. So, yeah. Doing City versus Brighton live? I'm not, Zakaria. I'm not. Nathan, I would love to see you wrestle Rikishi. I'd have a pass on that, dude. I'm not really comfortable with people and open ass cheeks around me. Definitely not Rikishi's. Money in the Bank WrestleMania was the best. It lost important. See, the thing is, Shanks, they turned it in. Okay, so here's my thing, right? Like, this is just common sense. At least I think it is. You title a pay per view Money in the Bank. You have 7 to 8 matches which span 3 hours, which is quite honestly very frustrating. But whatever. And only two of those matches are Money in the Bank matches. And most of the time, the Money in the Bank match is not necessarily the last match. So you have two Money in the Bank matches. It not necessarily is the main event. And the pay per view is called Money in the Bank. Seems like a wasted opportunity. They should get back one of the older pay-per-views that sounded cooler, like Armageddon or Cyber Sunday or something like that. Instead of getting a themed pay-per-view that is actually not themed because there's only two matches in the theme out of seven. Just not great. Never tried sushi. Actually, never saw how it looks. I mean, you gotta go to an authentic Japanese restaurant to get actual sushi. A lot of people say they make sushi, but I would always recommend your first attempt to go to a actual Japanese restaurant. It's a little expensive, but at least it's authentic. Like to really know if you like it or not, because people try to like, not everyone can obviously afford to eat in these places, right? So I understand, but like if you were to ever do it, I would always recommend you do it once at an actual authentic restaurant. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, Chris, irrelevant, but I just saw an ad and I just remembered it. Chris Wood is Premier League Player of the Month for last month. Congratulations on Chris Wood winning it. Fantastic. It just shows you how well Nottingham Forest have been playing this so far. Almost December now. People thought it'll be 1 month. It's almost 3 months now. Do you believe Logan Paul should be in WWE considering all the shit he's done and then and recently? Well, honestly, Nathan, if I'm to be completely frank, I would answer that question just based on how he performs in the ring, and he's absolutely excellent for someone who's never done it. With all the things he juggles, he actually goes to a wrestling training center and actually learns the moves for each match. Um, I think if the PR was an issue, it wouldn't. He wouldn't even be there flying all lucha because even when Vince was there, they were very careful about how their PR was. Like in terms of whatever present or future it can affect. The past is the past, as you know. That's why Vince is in there. You can't run away from those things. But the present and the future you can always control. So if he did not redeem himself in one way or the other, no, I don't think WWE would have him for these many matches. Because the Saudi Arabia matches, okay, it's a gimmick. He's popular everywhere in the world. He'll get eyes here, there, everywhere, fine. But he wrestled the majority of the matches in America, which means his PR is for more, for lack of a better word, his PR is obviously become good or it's been corrected. So yeah, based on that, I think he should be because I actually think he works hard and he's not there to be a celebrity. He actually works very hard on the moves and the selling and everything. Boy, this Kirk's haircut is horrible, dude. It's reminding me of Diego Lopez's haircut. Too many haircuts in one. Every other sport, India versus Pakistan plays. What is it with cricket? The sad part, Shanks, is it doesn't make us look good. It makes us look like horrible because, like I said, Pakistan came to India to play the World Cup. So it just makes us look bad, which apparently we are okay with. So yet on Twitter, all the children will go and troll Pakistan. I mean, now that those children will hide because what can they say? But they won't. They'll be shameless and still, be offensive and make stupid jokes. But in reality, we only look bad in this case because a lot of people thought the Pakistan team won't. Let's be like completely. I'll be completely open with you guys. A lot of people, especially on the Twitterverse, thought that the Pakistan team won't have the balls to show up in India. Well, that turned out to be completely wrong. Let's just leave it at that, right? And now when it's our turn, yeah. Anyway, we move. I don't. I don't care about cricket anymore as much as I used to. I'm just. I just wish people would notice the hypocrisy in it. That's about it, really. I like fish, but in Malwani style. I don't eat fish, but I'll take your word for it. I actually heard Malvan's not that far actually from Goa. To some extent, Konkan cuisine or Konkan cuisine or like stuff that's made on the Konkan coast. A lot of it has similarities. Oh no! Oh, why did he take so many touches? Oh, what a block by Collins. That ruthless aggression era was epic. Dude, I'll tell you honestly, come January, even if they do 10% of that, the ratings will probably be the best on Netflix. Better than anything Netflix can come up with themselves. Trust me. Shanks cricket's bigger 10,000, 100 times other sports in India. If India trusts Pakistan will show their good side like hospitality and all. Yeah, that's what he's saying, Shanks. It's like we don't understand why they're not going. That's what he's trying to say. Is like why are we not going there? We share all the other tournaments wherever. He's right. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Justin Clivert. Okay, settle down, but still not as good as your dad. Settle down. Oh, relax, bro. Jeez. Fired up today. What a goal, man. I have to say, all the goals have been good in this game. All the goals have been good in this game. That Senesi chance in which he absolutely fluffed was a beautiful played out goal. Look at that 1-2. Look at that 1-2. Look at that 1-2. Wow. I'm, you know, so glad I did a watch along for this game. I had a feeling this game would be a good one. It's not two popular teams, but that doesn't mean the football won't be good. All right, Brentford have to answer back now. 49 minutes, 2-1 down. Survivor Series also lost chance. Yeah, because the majority of the matches used to be Survivor Series based. Now they do war games, which war games is okay, fair enough. War games is like an extended version of the Survivor Series match. But bro, can we get some traditional Survivor Series matches? Like, come on, man. What a goal! What's happening? What's going on? Are he kept? I always knew he was shit. I'll never forget someone tell me that he was better than De Gea. Oh my god, that made me lose my mind when I heard that. I'll never forget. Oh, he's replacing De Gea in the Spain squad. Whoa, 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 whoa! Shut up, man. Oh, what was that? What is he appealing for, bro? The ball went between you and the post. Don't look at the linesman for that. I'm Burbo with the assist. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, okay. Now I'm happy. Okay, I got what I needed out of this game. So now everything's just bonus from here. Wow, they answered back in a minute. This is a fun game. Kishi was probably there because Ben's like big people. Oh, God. Traditional elimination matches were better. I agree. They gotta bring those back, man. Like there's only in the name of progress, right? They're actually taking away from the things people loved about certain events. That's the sad part. They don't realize that because everything is in the name of innovation and making everything new and fresh. Like some old things were great, dude. I hope I Survivor Series War Games is coming up next month. God, I hope there's at least two matches, dude. I hope there's at least two matches. Seriously, at least two. I may watch the Vince documentary. Good luck with that, dude. I don't want to do any depressing. I don't want to know anything depressing out of that documentary. Hi, Nitesh. Yeah, killed necessary knowledge. Accused was and he lost some huge money and stuff, and he even asked for ransom. The accused was a neighbor. Can't even let kids play outside anymore in this country, bro. What's happened to us, man? I remember when I could go out, play 4 5 hours, and then come back not attended by anybody. our children go out anymore, bro. This is like fucking America now. People just get bloody kidnapped and killed. Sorry, South America, not America. God, Flecken was very dramatic with that. Say, oh, here we go. Oh, God, it was 2-3. Oh, Jensen couldn't keep it in. Damn it. Such a sad story, man. Police everywhere in our village. Imagine how desperate you need to be to hurt a child, dude. Just imagine in your head how what is your head like where you have to kill a child. It's actually weird. So many people wrestlers actually agreed to take the move from Ricky. Yeah, that move, right? I mean, I thought Rhea Ripley had a great version of it. Um, yeah, Rikishi. It was an interesting time back then, dude. Let's just put it that way. Bournemouth scored, Brentford scored. What's happening? 2 goals in a minute. I told you this is the match. See, dude, you know what? It's not always about the big teams, dude. It's about the fun games sometimes. And that's what you can get on Sportsnet, Nathan, dude. We do watch along of the fun games, hopefully. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we get a bunch of fun games whenever we do it. And we're more assist up. Agree with you, but what if something happens to Indian players that attack like that? Yeah, but bro, can I push back, Shanks, and tell you the Pakistan players could have said exactly that? But that's my point, na? The Pakistan players could have said that too. And Shanks, I have to be honest with you. I don't enjoy Twitter. I respect the freedom of speech and all, and whatever people want to do on it, they can. But I read plenty of people going, let's see if they have the balls to come here. If they come here, we will do this, we'll show them that. And I'm like, bro, they're playing cricket, dude. Like, what are you trying to show people who only play cricket for a living? Like, you're hard men? Yo, bro, come on, man. I have to respectfully disagree, Shanks, because the same threats were posed to the Pakistan players, and we saw it on Twitter and we saw it on social media, and the quite honestly, the Indian fans were kind of like taunting them. Yeah, let's see if they have the guts to come here, like they could have said the same thing, dude. Like, I'm just saying it goes both ways. They could have said the same thing. They came. And that was Sri Lanka, dude. I don't even know what their problem with Sri Lanka was. I remember it happening, but I don't understand why it happened to the Sri Lanka team. I'm pretty sure I was back then. I used to watch like the Test series and one day. I'm pretty sure I was watching that same Test match. It happened. Um, yeah, either that or the Test match before that. I don't remember, but I was watching. I was watching, and then suddenly that happened, and then there was just no Test matches for however long after that. And then Pakistan had to play their matches in Dubai. That looked like a foul on Collins, actually. No, that's definitely a foul on Collins. The linesman's right there. I mean, that really does look like a foul on Collins. That's crazy. This game's getting very feisty all of a sudden. If it's football, who's watching the game? Brentford Bournemouth ain't letting up. I know, and that's what making the game really fun. Pakistan will just lose hosting rights in the future, but say an Indian player like Kohli losing. I mean, this is getting a little extreme, though, right, Shanks? Like, also, shouldn't Virat Kohli retire now any moment now? Like, one day calling for his head after this recent Test match thing. Anyway, I'm just saying, dude. At the end of the day, they came here. Security is insane for cricket teams. I watched on the Test Australia where they block all the roads and have private hotel SSG guarding. Is that what happens? Wow, the Australian cricket team. That's interesting. We seem to quite enjoy the Australian people here. Glenn Maxwell is basically one of us now. They love David Warner with his ridiculous dance moves. It's only ridiculous because I don't know if he knows what he's dancing to. but he seems to be enjoying himself. It's almost like the cricket version of Lewandowski. I don't watch them, by the way. I just know they do it. Just for the record, if anyone's wondering, I'm watching David Warner dance. I'm absolutely not. I don't like Australia, as people know. Too much trauma. So, oh, here we go. Oh, oh! Like I said, from side check to main card vibes, dude. The super sub to the starter. Oh, God. I've told people time and time again. Johan Visa, dude. Super underrated. Super, super underrated. Always the third wheel, right? Behind Mbuemo and Tony. No more, bud. No more. Oh, oh. Celebrations? Woo! Who doesn't enjoy a tandem celebration in football? Yes. That's what we like to see. Thomas Franksman from behind again. Again. Oh, he's outside even. You can't stop him. Look at that. Risk is too much. I have to disagree, Shanks. I have to disagree because at the end of the day, you could definitely say Pakistan was under the same threat and they showed up. You gotta be even-handed, Shanks. That's all I'll say. Completely agree with the decision of this certain to attack. They won't attack Australian team or they will target Team India. But by the way, there was the bomb blast Pakistan. Well, no one's saying it's safe there, but I'm just saying, no one has a reputation to say they will do the best, keep the security. Interesting, very interesting. No one remembers DDG for Spain. He didn't win shit for Spain. They won two trophies after him. Yeah, but they didn't win anything with Kepa either, Nitesh. That point is kind of moot. We were talking about Kepa and David De Gea. But cool story, bro. You enjoy that one. Today, 27 dead, 67 there's some dead railway station blast. So why are they? You know what? Just on a side note here, right? Like we are. I don't really want to talk about, but since we are, we will. Brian and Vermo tied with second place now. Wait, Mbemo didn't score. Oh, he's still not scored yet. Wow, if he scores, he'll actually. Oh, that was nasty. That was a nasty collision by Norgard. If he scores, he'll actually go joint. He'll be second total. For War Games is lame. I agree. Well, it's not. It's not lame. It's just that the Survivor Series match is just. It's just more interesting. It's not. I think the NXT War Games were a lot better, but then again, the NXT matches for the longest time were very much better than main roster matches, as I've always said that. Yeah, maybe. Oh yes, can you trust Pakistan security? I mean, you know what? This seems like an argument I don't want to have, but I will say this: I feel that from the outside looking in, the Pakistan team, to some extent, would be assuming a certain similar risk. Ooh, fights, fights, fights. Oh, yeah. This is a game, isn't it? Yeah, Norgard's actually losing his mind as the captain is not a good standard, by the way. Not a good standard. But on what Aditya said, can someone explain to me why everyone is going to Pakistan if random railway stations are having bomb blasts? I feel like it's just not safe at all. Like I'm not saying this as an Indian. I'm just saying it. Like if there was a random bomb blast today, you know, maybe it's just me. I feel like they shouldn't be hosting tournaments if there is this kind of internal conflict. I have no skin in the game. They can host it, they cannot host it. I don't know if I'm going to watch it anyway, whether India was there or not. So seems like you wouldn't. Oh, Damsgaard was trying to be too fancy there. As I said, SSG guards the national sports team visits there, but I understand why we are not visiting. No, I mean I get why we're not visiting too, but I just find it interesting on the outside looking in. But if seriously though, if there's such internal conflict, I feel like it is unfair in a sad way, right? Because people are just trying to bring cricket to the non-disruptors, if I can use that word. Some, it's really sad for people that just want to watch cricket. There's always a few bad faith actors that unfortunately ruin it for everybody. Uh, this is me using polite words, by the way. Don't really want to get my video flagged, but since we're having a grown-up discussion, I don't mind it. Um, yeah, I feel like if there's this kind of internal conflict with nobody there, you probably you probably shouldn't have a international tournament there. I don't know. Eddie's cheat still win run was really entertaining. It was. I agree. Even the irony is the accused was helping police find the kid. He was locked inside the eye. Oh no. Bro, how can people hurt children, man? Seriously. Bro, money can. Oh, that's a foul. I think that's a foul. That might be a foul. That might be a foul. I'm not. Wait, they can check right away, right? The ball's not in play. Mm, loose. Loosey goosey. Let's see that again. Nah. Evan Nielsen. How very Brazilian of you, my friend. Didn't work that time though. How very, very Brazilian of you. Is it just me or everyone chat thinks Pinnock looks like Snoop Dogg? I don't think anyone in the chat said Pinnock looks like Snoop Dogg, but I think it's been a long time since Snoop Dogg had that short hair. That's all I'll say. It's probably not been in the last 2 decades. I don't actually think I've seen Snoop Dogg with short hair now that I think about it. He does look a little Snoopish though. For sure. I can see it. She could watch more, but I've got work. Manu score prediction tomorrow. I'm going 3-1 United. Yeah, I mean, flying all Ucha, if you're there tomorrow, feel free to join and have a good day at work. But starting work, you have the night shift or something? What is it, like 4 o'clock there? Have a good one. You're wrong. Snoop Dogg looks like Bro, there are radicals in India, but all our government agencies are more credible than Pakistan. Ooh, I don't know about all this, dude. This seems like this seems like we're going into very deep governmental territory here. I would say, however, actually, I can't say that because that wouldn't be fair. I've never actually gone to Pakistan, so I don't feel like I should say anything. This is a question you should ask Carl Rock because he's married an Indian lady, doesn't have an Indian passport, but lives in India, and he goes to Pakistan to like vlog and stuff. I don't think he could say it any either. Actually, now that I think about it, Embuemo. Oh no. I don't think he could answer that question because I don't think he's that kind of vlogger. I think he just wants to enjoy the fact that he gets to travel. But it would be interesting for sure because he is married to an Indian. He's from New Zealand, lives in India, but I've seen his Pakistan travel vlogs. I'd be quite curious actually to know what his thoughts are. Uh, in case people are wondering what I'm talking about, I read all our government agencies are more credible in Pakistan. That's what I was thinking about. Adams and Sanesi out. Tavernier and Huisen on. Issue with their government. Don't know whether it is run by politicians or radical. That is true. Who knows who's running things there? Brentford players in top six for Embuemo and Visa. Come on. Frank ball, baby. We're here for it. Frank ball. Yes. Yo, this Evan Nielsen fellow, he's really trying his luck, isn't he? Better to be called coward than losing. I don't think they'd be called cowards, dude. Listen. It's not like the Indian players don't want to play, right? It's the governing body saying we aren't sending them. I don't think. I don't know how it works anymore now in terms of how players are with other players from other countries. But um, that was a really dirty foul by Ryan Christie. Uh, I think on very good authority, at least in the past, the Indian and Pakistan players actually used to get along with each other very well. I remember the famous. I remember the famous hosting duo when India used to go to Australia for the December tests. I'm sure you guys will remember. It was called the Shaz and Vaz show. I think Shastri and Akram were very close friends, especially when they were working together so much. So like I feel like back in the day, I feel like a lot of them were like quite friendly towards each other, and I don't know what it is like now. Maybe they still are. This is all speculation. I don't know what goes on, with in people's lives. But I feel like back then, I feel like a lot of them were actually kind of good friends with each other back in the day. But who knows? I don't think he'll be called coward. I don't think anyone will be called coward. But I feel like that would be an interesting point. Disagree. Our past and present government are more credible. Can't compare those things, particularly when it comes to cricket. Ever? I didn't say we're not more credible. I am saying I don't know if I don't know. That's what I'll say. We still play a test of 26-11 in England. Good point. You're forgetting about the can't I don't know if I can say that, but I'll read it. One of them do something there are too many, you know what? I think that's a great point. I think people need to realize not just cricketing or squad visit fans, the crew for the tournament safety should also be exactly. I don't know if we are allowed to visit. In fact, I think we aren't allowed to visit. I think when it comes to us, it'll only be the crew and the players, unless something has changed that I'm not aware of. I'm pretty sure we still can't visit. Someone's gonna have to tell me that. I'm not sure about that. Um, yeah, but to go back to Aditya's point, which is not necessarily relevant to what we've been talking, but if there's so much internal conflict, should they even be hosting a tournament right now? Jensen off injured. That looked like a nasty. That looked like a really dirty foul. It looked like he twisted his leg there because he got spun. Bournemouth, yes, Puddy. Rasmalai, welcome. What's Puddy? Who's your FPL captain, Nathan? I've gone Solanki, but now I think he'll blanket Spurs will do Spursy. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Ayush, but my captain's also Solanki. So let's hope that's not true. You're asking me, am I doing Nunez, or you're telling me you're doing Nunez, Dhruv? I sent you a message. I don't know if you read it. Abhijit from earlier, who's a United fan, was talking about FC 25, and I was just having a discussion with him about what the message I sent you. Dude, it is so crazy. The OP players are so OP that even if you have one player in your team, your gameplay improves. That's how OP certain players are. Like there are a bunch of OP players, but then there are players who are above that level. If you read what I showed you, I sent you a picture also of my team. Just go have a read if you haven't. Absolutely absurd. By the way, Neeraj, you might have known this when the team came. The president that time said, "Jao दुश्मन मुल्क में जीत के आना." You know what? I'm actually really okay. They're not going because, and it's not because I read that or whatever Shanks has said, but I think that the train station thing would give me more cause than anything else because without sounding very insensitive, I'm Pretty sure most of those people that didn't make it in that attack were locals. So they're kind of taking out themselves. If a place is taking out their own people, I don't know how safe that place is in general. Let's just put it that way. And I'm not saying that because I'm Indian. I'm saying I literally mean in general. So I actually, I don't even watch cricket that much. I'm surprised we spoke about it this long anyway. I don't really have a problem with them going because I don't even think we'd win it even if we went anyway. Quite honestly, you know. So like, let the players do some ads, get some rest, get ready for the next tournament. Harbhajan and Shoaib Akhtar were another good India Pakistan friend. Exactly. Yeah, I think. See, the memory is very foggy because there's a lot of things that I can mistake by saying they are friends when all they did was work together. But I could be wrong. But I feel like back in the day, Ramiz Raja and Sanjay Manjrekar used to like work together a lot. You could assume, no guarantee obviously, but you could assume that they could have been good friends as well. They also played cricket around the same time, so there is that. It's all speculation, obviously. I mean, maybe everybody's close with everybody, dude. I don't know. Maybe they all are in the WhatsApp group chats hanging out, and we just assume that the rivalry is just a rivalry on cricket, and everyone else is cool. You never know. But yeah, I'm sure there were more than I can think of right now, for sure. Shoaib Akhtar was a bit of a shithouse, though. He always had a snarky comment if he didn't like what you had to say. This Iragola is probably going to get a good job soon too, with all the work he's just done with Bournemouth. Not GG, sure, it's Javed Mirdad and Tanveer Ahmed. Well, they all can't get along, can they? To be fair, Gigi doesn't even like a player in in his team right now. I wouldn't be worried about Pakistan players. He currently doesn't like his own. Damn, you went up 2 levels? How? Wait, Dhruv, what division were you in? How have you gone up 2 divisions already? Fuck. Damn, dude. Wait, when Mbappe came out yesterday, you went up 2 divisions? Shit. Oh god, I gotta go grind, dude. I'm trying to go up at least 1 division before he gets taken away from me. And I'm struggling to do that even. What's wrong with Semenyo? Nothing's wrong with Semenyo, dude. He actually had a few good chances in the first half. The game's just too back and forth at the moment. You carry you carry the caveman look good. Thank you very much. It won't be here for much longer, but thank you. He has literally addressed Miyadada as illiterate and savage. Can you imagine what he said to Gaut? Can you imagine what he said to Virat that day? That is still the most hilarious thing, dude. They went from having a beef as players, then one of them having a beef as mentor and as player. Oh, now he coaches him. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. Can you imagine what they said to each other that day? If that's what he said to Javed Mirdad, no. Cinema. How was United playing? Tomorrow I'll be seeing United after almost a month. You might want to skip tomorrow's match, dude. You might want to skip tomorrow's match too and see how we start playing under a new manager. The most stupid thing was told by our so-called senior journalist was team travels whenever the match is from the border, they go and come back after playing as it's not that far. No one said we were the most educated bunch, Aditya. No one said we were the most educated bunch. And let's be honest, journalists have their own agenda. You know, they've got pages to sell, my friend. They've got pages to sell. They've got titles to clickbait. Everyone's got to earn a living. Everybody. No matter how big the job is, no matter how small the job is. Jensen's going off. Bro, what is that thing on his shin? Oh, don't tell me Visa's going off too. Oh, this has been a physically brutal match, I have to say. Brutal match. GG's the Roy Keane of the Indian cricket team. Coming on. Yarmoleuk is coming on. Oh, that reminds me. For all the United fans that might be remotely interested, Carrick absolutely hammered a team in the championship today 5-1. Ooh, they didn't hammer a team. They hammered recently Premier League relegated team Luton 5-1. That's right, I said 5-1. You heard that correctly. Fulham's winning Emil Smith Rowe 1-0. Fulham is currently, Crystal Palace is on 10 men. Kamada, red card. 3-2 Bournemouth. 0-0 West Ham Everton. Bro, that Lopetegui guy is about to get sacked, dude. Look at all the players he got, and he can't even score a goal. He's about to. I'm being dead serious. He's about to get sacked. Wolves 2-0. Cunha and Sarabia. Cunha, I saw Cunha as a lot of people's FPL differential this week. You know, because Watkins is failing. So what the hell was that, Semenyo? Yeah, a lot of Cunha differentials. I assume they are going to benefit from this. Yes, so Carrick won his game 5-1. Plymouth, which is Wayne Rooney's team, versus Derby, which is the team Rooney used to coach. 1-1. 83 minutes. Bro, slowly, Rooney's racking up some points, yeah. Ooh, Marseille lost. Marseille lost, but Greenwood scored a penalty. If anyone cares. They lost, though. That's not good. Weren't they like at the top of the table? Shit, they were at the top of the table. No, they weren't. PSG is 6 points ahead with one game in hand. Wow, okay. French league is done. If PSG win this week, they'll be 9 points ahead. Marseille tried. Unfortunately, didn't work out. Who did they lose to? Auxerre, who's sixth place. 3-1. Bad. Very bad. Madrid won 4-0. Vinicius hat-trick, Bellingham with a goal. It's almost like it's back to last season. Villarreal 1-0 up. It's Alaves. Las Palmas beat Rayo Vallecano last night. Bayern won 1-0. Yo. Really? What is that? I've never even heard of this team. Saint Pauli. Okay. 1-0. Scraping by. Dortmund lost 3-1. Dortmund, seriously. And Leverkusen also drew. Bro, what are the chances? What are the chances? Bayern's on top, right? 6 points ahead. No, 6 points ahead, but Leipzig have a game in hand. Okay. Oh, Leipzig's going to play now at 11. Munchen Gladbach. Leipzig has to win this game, otherwise, 6 points already gap. Come on, can we? What the hell was that? Yanel just kicked the ball to no one. Absolute waste. Tomorrow, Inter, Napoli. No. Fiorentina, Verona. Come on, David. Ooh, same time as the United game. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Anything else interesting? No, not really. Anything else going on? I think Gary Neville lost again. Salford lost again, I think. Wrexham won 1-0. Wrexham won 1-0 and Salford lost 1-0. Unlucky. Ooh, Women's Super League, did we play today? Arsenal won 5-0. City won 4-0. Wait, 1 minute. Arsenal beat Brighton. Wow, Arsenal beat Brighton 5-0 and Brighton's above them by 1 point in third place. Six, we get 17. Currently fifth in the Women's Super League. That's not great. National League, nobody cares. Those are the scores so far. What do you think of Amarim signing? You must have already. I just want to know your thoughts. Okay, I'm so glad you asked me, Ayush, because I'm about to tell you how Ruben Amorim is going to make Manchester United great again. Are you ready for it? Character in first season very adamant on strong defense as manager. Once the Champions Trophy start, you will hear more about the chip inside the ball because by that time Jay Shah will be president. FPL side effects. Fulham 2-0 up against 10-man Palace. Ooh, they just scored. Just saw the thing. Rooney's team was a bottom, now 17. They're slowly getting points, dude. They're slowly getting points. As long as he stays up and he does well, he'll get another crack at it, which is the main thing. Who scored the second goal? Harry Wilson. That means Wilson has scored 3 goals in the last 2 games. Alex Savobi with the assist. Hmm. Alex Savobi with the assist. I'm not. I'm not Nitesh. I'm not. Same lines every 3 seasons. Second Robinson and Buemo. All right, good start. English media will bash him for sure. Few games and Deliveroo fans don't have patience. English media. Yeah, okay. So Ayush, this Wrexham's in the championship? No, but they are in championship spots. They're currently third. I believe they're currently third. Bro, can you imagine they're gonna get? This is gonna be the second promotion in 2 years, and their third promotion in 4 years. If they get promoted, yo, that was a nasty one. Nasty one. Tactical foul. So Wrexham are third place right now, 4 points behind Wickham and Birmingham, but Birmingham have a game in hand. Basically, the third. Let's just make it simple. From PL team to National League. What happened to Wigan might be relegated from National League as well. Yeah, I think it became a money issue at some point of time, unfortunately. It's really sad. 15 years ago, they were the FA Cup champs. No, we criticized Ten Hag for saying we can't play style of play. Now Amaron's also saying the same. And man, these lazy ass players won't cope. But you know what the difference is, Ayush? You know what the difference is? Ten Hag said it in the second season. Amarim has said it before one game's played. That's the difference. Because if you remember, and I know you will, Ayush, we were told give him time, let him get his players. First season, he got a few players. Second season, he got a lot of his players, right? And then midway in the second season, he's like, yeah, we can never play like Ajax because we don't have those kind of players. But we are buying his players, and he is saying we can't play Ajax football, right? Then the third season, almost his entire team, minus Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes, are players he bought, and we still can't play Ajax ball. So the difference would be that Amarim said it first before any players were bought, before anything was done, and also more importantly, Ayush, he's playing a 3-4-3 for the majority of the last 20 years at least. We have been playing a back four, and when I mean a majority, I mean in the last 5 years, maybe we played 5 games as a back three, and that too as a 5-3-2, 3-5-2 kind of thing. Here it's a 3-4-3, 3-4-2-1. So those players don't play like they don't actually play like wing backs. They play like wingers. So I think that's the difference. There's plenty of differences. So I can understand when he says we can't play a style because, and also the players in this team, the majority of their own careers they have played in the back four. I think except for Ugarte, who was his own player at Sporting Lisbon a couple of years back. I think almost all these players have played in the back four formation. So as far as I am concerned, this is what Ten Hag should have done at the very beginning. He kept removing all the other players, and us as United fans kept going, he's getting rid of the deadwood, he's getting rid of the deadwood, he's getting rid of the. And every season we started playing worse. So, were the deadwood the problem, or was the coach the problem? Because if the deadwood was the problem, why were we playing worse every season? We went from third Carabao Cup to eighth and an FA Cup to 14th. And we didn't win any of the first 3 games in the Europa League. We didn't win any of the first 3 games. There's that as well. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. 7 minutes extra time, really? Oh, it's going to be a rough 17 minutes. 7 minutes, sorry. Great to see Ahmad back on the score sheet. Ten Hag has that blood on his hand. Exactly. Ten Hag absolutely misused Ahmad Diallo. He won Player of the Month in August. Okay. He won Player of the Month in August and then got dropped for the Liverpool game. Can you imagine? Can you imagine winning Player of the Month and then getting dropped? Oh no, they're taking out Mbeumo. Why? Oh no. Now what's the point of watching this game? We'll watch it in 5 more minutes. We need to get rid of Rashford and Maguire. LVG tried, I think, for 3, 4 times. Exactly. I would say in the last 20, 25 years, we have probably played this formation 10 times. And that too probably, I think the most times we played a back five, back three was with Solskjaer because we had so many injuries. Because I remember playing Dortmund and playing PSG back to back with a back five. You know, Shaw center, left center back, Alex Telles left back, and Lindelof and what was that fellow's name? Not Bai. What was his name? Was it Eric Bai? He was an English guy. He went to Luton, I think, eventually. God, I forgot his name. Anyway, yeah, I think we played a couple of times under Ole, a back five. Yeah, I don't know, man. At least we know At least we know what we are in store for, before a game is played. I suppose. First step should be selling Rashford next season. He's got another he's got another 2 years or 3 years on his contract. Be very difficult. Same like Shaw. Shaw's got another 2 years. I was okay with Rude. Yeah, but Rude was always signed up for the assistant coach job, dude. Now that we know that Rude was asked by Ten Hag to come be his assistant coach, Ineos might not want him either. I think Magu will be good under Amaron. I don't think so. So this system apparently needs active center backs, and what that basically means is mobile center backs, quick turning radiuses, pace, constant movement. I don't know if Harry Maguire can do that for 90 minutes every week. Controversial statement: the day Rashford leave United, our glory days will be back. I don't think it's controversial, but I also don't think that's going to be the case. I think I think we'll have a more I think we'll have a more maybe more technical, maybe better IQ player instead of Rashford. But I don't know if our glory days will come back. I think that is a little bit. I think I don't know if it's controversial. I just don't think it's as simple as that. I wouldn't even say what you said is controversial. I would say I don't know if it's as simple as that. Yeah, I think that's the answer. Issue is player PR power in United. Right? It's going to stop, dude. Because Amarim is an Ineos guy. I have a feeling that now Ineos is actually going to listen to the managers more because it's the managers they are getting in, which means that they will be directly responsible for the success or failure of the club. See, I'll tell you one thing. It's really sad to say it, but it's true. The reason One of the reasons why Ten Hag got so many chances, especially this season, was because this is still a Glazer signing Eric Ten Hag. The moment Eric Ten Hag was removed from the situation, everything became a Ineos responsibility. In many ways now, everything is Ineos responsible for. So moving from the day Ruben Amorim shows up to Manchester, which is Monday, to the day whatever happens, whether we go up or we go down, this will all completely be Ineos's fault, positive or negative, because like it or not, Eric Ten Hag was the last line of defense for Ineos to blame someone else for the shortcomings, which is the Glazers. Now that they've signed Amarim, if they still side with the players, the ownership will be in scrutiny. Oh, off the post! This game's still not getting over. This game's mad. Semenyo, what a block by Visa. What a block by Visa. Oh my god, this game's crazy. Cross comes in again. Collins with the block. Follow through header. Here we go. Oh, Brentford might cook them. Oh, there's not enough pace here. He's going to drive. He's going to drive. He's going to finish. No, he didn't finish. What a tackle. 97 and a half minutes. What a tackle by Marcus Tavernier. What a tackle. What player do you see? I see at least two CBs and a striker and a wing back, maybe a striker. So apparently, Danilo and Kolomuani are being targeted. Ooh, how fiery Frank is with the celebration. Ooh, ooh, I like that. I don't know where that came from, but Frank's fired up today. I like that. I like that a lot. Happy to see it. Game over. Okay, what was the question? Um, two center backs, one wing back, and maybe one striker. I don't think for let me Tuan Zebi, thank you. Tuan no, not Tendon Mengi. Tendon Mengi unfortunately never got a chance. Uh yeah, Tuan Zebi actually. That was I think maybe that wasn't Luton because Tendon Mengi went to Luton, that is correct. Maybe somewhere else Tuan Zebi went to. Two centre backs. Well, the before we even got Matthias Delict, the beginning of last season, I wanted Gonzalo Inacio. He just happened to luck out because the head coach of his team is Kamya. So maybe Gonzalo Inacio is a bigger possibility than I thought now. A lot of people are saying we might go for Gyökeres at the end of the season. So maybe that's two out of the four you were talking about there. One wing back. Wing back, I don't know, man. With all the wingers we have, no, I don't know what he's going to do about. He's in a lot of trouble because he uses players like Nuno Santos, who spent a lot of his time as just an out and out winger before. So he uses people like Nuno Santos, and Nuno Santos is a winger, and we have wingers. If he wants wingers to play in that quote unquote wing back position, we have plenty of wingers. So wing back, I don't know, man. We're gonna have to sell. I don't think he'll able to get a wing back until we sell a bunch of players. I really don't think so. Striker, one center back for sure. I can see two center backs. I don't know. One center back he definitely needs because we have six center backs right now. Three of them are going to be out of contract next season. Evans, Lindelof, and Maguire. Lindelof and Evans. Sorry, yeah, Lindelof and Evans last year. Maguire has 1 year with a 1 year extension, so we can extend it. I think we'll have to extend it by January if we are extending it. So we could only have four center backs. If we're playing three center back position and with only four center backs, I don't think it's going to happen. He's going to have to at least buy one more. Uh, Versus if they don't re-sign Harry Maguire, if Ruben Amorim says we don't want you, then three center backs go. We only have three, and I don't know how that's going to work. Hopefully, Fish or Bennett can get a chance. I've been hoping they'd get a chance this season. But they both got sent on loan. Um, yeah, center backs, we definitely will get one for sure. At least one we'll get. Striker, I think we'll get one. I don't think Xerxes is going to work, man. I think Xerxes, he'll get one more year next year, and if it doesn't work out, he'll be sold. Excuse me. Wing back, though, I can't see it. The number of fullbacks and wingers we have, we've got to sell. First ESR and now Wilson, 2 goals ruled out by VAR for Fulham. But and also Wilson's been on a roll, right? He scored two in the last game, even. Just need Amarim to make us first a top six team this season. I think that is possible very much still, Shanks. I think it's very possible still. So I wouldn't be that stressed out at the moment. Finally, a Pickford clean sheet. Next year, top four. If he does that for 2 years, we're still 6, 7 years away from top two. I don't think so, Shanks, and I'll tell you why. Um, First of all, if Pep leaves, that's one really good coach gone. And I think a lot of those players are going to leave. Liverpool and Man City are going to lose a lot of key players next season. A lot. Like for Man City, it's like De Bruyne. De Bruyne is one of this, one more, but I can't think of it right now. Liverpool is Trent, Van Dijk, Allison, all on their last years. Salah, all on their last years of contracts. So that's four players from Liverpool's team. De Bruyne and somebody. I think maybe Barcelona might go for Erling Haaland because he'll have a buyout clause. I think next year. I think after 3 years he was going to get a buyout clause. So I think there's a buyout clause for Erling Haaland. So I think that's going to happen. Don't know. Will Saliba stay? Maybe Saliba leaves. It depends on what the which players stay, which coaches stay. It depends on all that, Shanks. Because if they all stay or if they all leave, a lot of teams are going to be just as weak. I won't think it takes that long. I won't think it would take that long. Sorry. Manager looks like Green Goblin. Brentford manager. This club is in ruins. My keeper got his first clean sheet this season. Bournemouth look like Dr. Octopus. Alfred Morena, the actor. Oh, okay. Got it. Zuxi doesn't fit Amazon's striker profile. Maybe we'll pick Gyökeres or Sesko. Exactly. He could be an inside forward if they go to a 3-4-2-1. But I think Xerxes doesn't make it past 2026. If he does, Ruben Amorim has really made him a good player. Because as it stands now, I don't think he has a chance. Inacio will cost us 60, 70 million. Yep. We need a left back, left wing back first. Shanks, unless we sell our left backs, I don't see us buying another one. Because at the end of the day, no, we are just paying all these people wages, no, and we're not getting anything in return. Imagine if we can't sell Shaw and Malasia for a second. Okay, just think about it. We can't sell Shaw or Malasia. Okay, and on top of that, we buy another left back that may or may not work. I can't see them doing that. They have to at least sell one of our left backs, dude. It'll be crazy if they buy a left back before they sell Shaw or Malasia or maybe both. It'll be absolutely insane because our wage bill is supposed to be going down. It's not going down, it's going up by buying more players and not selling our old players. I agree with you. We need a left back. We definitely need a left back first. But if you don't get rid of some of these players, I can't see it, man. My pick for centre back is Inacio 40 mil. Yeah, are you just thinking 67 million? I think it's more 40 to 50 million. But we'll find out, I suppose. Sporting will not give it to him that cheap. I don't think Sporting will have a choice, dude. At the end of the day, Sporting also will take money because they will give it to the highest bidder. Because I'll tell you something I remember a long time ago. Okay, there was a time when someone wanted David Neres, who now plays in the Portugal league, when he played at Ajax. Someone I don't remember who they put. I think it was 40 million or something for him. Ajax said no, we want 55, 60. In 18 months' time, David Neres was not an Ajax player because he became worse. So sometimes no teams when you get a good enough deal, even though you think you can get more, you will still take it because next season if that player doesn't play as good, you're going to get no money. So a lot of people get wary about that. Even that's the thing. This flappy hands got points on the bench. I'm so excited that Edison doesn't keep clean sheet. Flappy hands. Oh God. Jokeres is just Rasmus with 5 years experience. How dare you, dude? How dare you? People were making fun of Gyökeres 2 years ago. Or he plays for Coventry or Derby or whatever. He's crap. Championship player. Now you're saying he's Rasmus with 5 years experience. Oh, that's messed up. It's very messed up, Vedant. He has a release clause. Sporting can't do shit. Oh, he has a release clause. Oh, okay. So at least that's one of them getting cooked. Lord Evans, though now best of the SAF team, still performed better than rest of United. You know what, Shanks? I was literally saying that. I was saying how in the last 18 months our best defender still Johnny Evans. That's the truth. Last 18 months he's still our best defender. Everyone's like, yeah, this person's injured, that person's injured, this person's in perform, that person's in perform. All I know is in the last 18 months, Evan played better than everybody. That's all I know. Simple. Rather than he's a player like De Bruyne or Freedom Ball. This shows the gap in quality. Well, they don't make centre backs like they used to anyway, Shanks. Think about all the centre backs we used to have. Think about like throughout Europe. Think about all the centre backs now. They don't make centre backs like they used to anyway, and you're going to see a further gap in quality when it comes to defenders, Shanks, because they don't make them like they used to. That's just a fact. Not if we play wing backs. Liverpool City lose players next season. GTA launching next season. If you know, you know. Oh yes, right. That's the thing, isn't it? The last time GTA was released, we won the league, isn't it? Some weird thing like that. Oh, I think we're going to lose Salah and Van Dijk. I also think that, Biku, and I think you might lose Trent too. Because if I'm not mistaken, unless something has changed in contracts, I think from Jan 1st, non-PL teams can talk to all these players. That's all I'll say. I don't want to speculate more than that. But if I remember correctly, all non-English teams can approach any player with 6 months left on their contract, and vice versa. Obviously, it's not just only in England. You can do it to other players, other leagues, other players from outside England as well. I want Amarim to make Rasmus and inherit Chido, Obi Martin, a beast like Gyökeres. Ayush, I think it's a matter of time issue as well. You have to take that into account. Chido Obi Martin is 20, is 17. Gyökeres is what, 26. There's enough of a gap to wait. Chido's on a roll scoring for fun. Yeah, by the way, we beat Everton in the under 18s game today. What was it? 3-0? I think it was 3-0. Obi Martin, I think, scored one. Yeah. James Scanlon got a nice assist, Evan. He was there on the preseason tour. Scanlon, left winger. You need a left back, and please bring back Alvaro Fernandez. Yeah, well, we can hope. Amas will be acha hai, yeah. Or play Amas. I want us to get Alfonso Davies. He will try an Amaram system. You know what, Dhruv? I just thought about that. If we have Amas, we buy Alvaro Fernandez and we get Davies on a free. We'll have some good left backs. Almost done. I think Davies will go to Madrid though, honestly. Amas is in the academy and Fernandez is the one we Ten Hag sold to Benfica. We got a buyback clause. He might go to Madrid. He's not going to Madrid. Oh no, that's okay. I thought you were talking about Fernandez. Yeah, he might go to Madrid. Alfonso Davies. It'll be. You know what the problem is, Dhruv, and you're not going to like this one. But there's a way. There's a way. Alfonso Davies signs for United. Can you hear that? Money, and we are trying to avoid that. So I don't know. I don't know. Gyökeres and Rasmus are very similar players. If Amaran can take the best of Gyökeres, imagine what he would do with Rasmus. Rasmus can be better. Well, in terms of establishment, I think it's going to take a few years for Rasmus to get established. It's a matter of if you want to establish someone or get someone straight away to hit the ground running, I suppose. Depends on players around him. Most probably, but worth a try. He'll be more successful in a wingback system. It's definitely worth a try, no doubt about it. Oh, so he starts for City. Game has also changed, Nathan. Yeah. has also changed. True. Game has changed. Not just centre backs have become softer. Harden starting. Excited. City versus Liverpool. Nowadays, centre backs are expected to do everything from passing to carry ball and have speed to good passers. I mean, we had a few of those back in the day, dude. Maldini, Rio. Who else? You know what? I'll have to think about that one. From next season, we're both gonna have the same jersey company. Well, at least somebody's making money. What can you do? Chiellini and Bonucci will last for physical and mean centre backs. Also Ramos. That's a good point. But our jerseys are going to be better. Well, we'll find out, I suppose. Hopefully. Anyway, guys, I am off. You have a good night. Tomorrow we are going to do most probably the United game and the Arsenal Chelsea game, depending on the mood. You have a good night. Biku, good luck on your game later on. Hopefully, City lose now in half an hour. And we move. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your Sunday. Take care and good night. Let's hope Van Nistelrooy joins the likes of Michael Carrick as another undefeated manager for Manchester United. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Take care, guys. Good night, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow for the big match, the final one. Good night, guys. Take care.